Okay, thank you. Thank you. This is Joint Hands Green Life Trees, and we are glad to have caught up with you this evening. We happen to be at Mama Fred's compound at Kkingariso village, and we are just so glad that we are once again coming over to see how the pump can work and which way to go with it. And another purpose for which we are here is to take a look at the compound and look for the best way to structure it, and as well as, if possible, to fence it off, see how a kitchen garden can be set up and where trees can be planted, and how to come up with some lawn for the grass. And considering also that she has got a heifer over there, so we want also to see how best the heifer can be integrated into the home without interfering with without conflicting with the crops that will be in this home. So one-on-one, I'm taking you over to our machine here. So this water pump machine, this water pump. Sorry, before I bring over the machine issue, let me bring over Pamela. Why did you choose to stand that far?
Oh, because it's raining. Okay. And you also forgot about me, so...
Yeah, because you are too far away. Okay.
Fellow remembered me and you forgot about me, it's okay?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, this is Pamela here from Joint Hands Green Life Trees, and welcome to our video today. For much more of the information that we are going to do here, I think both has talked about everything. So just welcome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So one-on-one, I'm taking you over to the machine that we wanted to demonstrate how it works. Now, what's happened with this machine is that after a struggle to see how it could pump water, we had to revisit the manual, and we learned one thing that to an extent will disappoint, that this machine can only do a suction of up to 23 feet. So anything that is deeper than 23 feet, this machine cannot suck. Yes, the suction pipe can get into the water, but it cannot draw the water because the depth is more than 23 feet. This well here is actually 23 feet deep. So that is already, I believe, will disappoint. But the machine is in perfect working condition. Yeah, we also try to think that perhaps if the water levels come up, it could help. But I'm also trying to think as to whether 7 feet difference is a possibility for this well. And so the fact that we are not so sure if the machine can increase to 7 feet depth, that is quite uncertain and very difficult to tell. So we can't reliably tell you that this machine will serve Mama Fred, and I believe that will be disappointing. But however, the machine is in perfect working condition, and we also have got a demonstration that we want to do. So one-on-one, we are taking you to the demonstration. So come with me. We are to draw water into this drum here, and when we drew water into the drum, we got the suction pipe into the drum, and we want to see how it sucks this water and also how it will go about spreading the same water into the farm. How does it go? So Pamela there is filling up the machine with water because it has to be started off with water. And so once she's done that, she'll be good to go. You can start pumping, Pamela.
Oh yeah. That is the end result, huh?
So this is the end result. So it should be able to spray water to that length, as you can see. Over there. Oh, imekuwa ngumu. Mtu msaidie kuistraightenisha.
Need to capture that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's very powerful. Pamela there. You can see her work.
Yeah, and so you can see here that this water can pump and spray a very large area of the farm. If you have got a garden, it can pump just so well. And you can see that the sprinkler can take the water quite a distance. I estimated that distance to be around 10 meters away from here. So the fact that it can do 10 meters away, that already demonstrates that this machine can indeed work so well. But it cannot draw water from the well that is already more than 23 feet deep. So that is the disappointing bit. But the encouraging bit is that the machine is in perfect working condition and very easy to operate. Ebu kuja, wewe ebu kuja. Enda ukanyage pale.
There's also this one here.
Yeah, but let me give this younger boy, because I want to demonstrate that it is not a very difficult task. What's here? Ama maji yameisha huko. Ama wacha tufanye hivi. Haya maji.
What are you doing?
I'm pumping.
Nilikuwa nimepause ndani nimeanza.
You are pumping.
Nimepause.
Nilikuwa nimepause ndani nimeanza.
That's Baraka.
Yeah, so from what you can see is that the machine is in quite good working condition, and it can spray very far away into the garden. And you've also realized that it is not quite a difficult task. Even children can be pumping as an adult does the watering. You can show.
It is flexible.
You can tilt the camera.
It is
to show
flexible.
that even a child can do it.
So
it is
that's
that simple.
Baraka. So Baraka is doing it. So this is how we'll be doing. This is Baraka, yeah. The firstborn from Mama Fred.
Oh.
Yeah. So Fred is this guy.
Fred.
And
Oh, you're Fred.
why are you shivering? Are you sick? When am mgonjwa? Oh. Pole. Yeah. 3.
Now we are still at Mama Fred's compound, and we want to come up with the idea about her compound and its state, how it should be. So we are standing by the road. This road is a link from the main highway, the tarmac highway, coming over to Kkingariso, and Kkingariso Primary School, and Nyabohanse is to this side.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this other side leads to the border,
Mutimurabu.
leads to Motemorabu,
Yeah.
which is a border between Kenya and Tanzania.
Yeah.
So we are standing by the road, and we want to show you how we have proposed a road into the home. So this would be the driveway.
Yeah.
And so this driveway is on the same footpath that goes to her home.
Yeah.
On this side is a maize plantation, and this maize plantation belongs to her neighbor.
Yes.
But on this other side, this is her very own maize.
Yes.
And so this has been a footpath for many days.
Yeah.
But this time round, we do not want it to only remain a footpath. We would want it to be in a state that vehicles can move in.
Yeah.
And so as vehicles move in, we want to define how they get into the compound.
Yes.
And so to this point here, I'm proposing that she will have a fence around her home. So that fence will start from this point here. Why? Because I feel when you come from the road and you'd want to enter the compound, this again would be the driveway into the compound.
Yeah.
Now in this driveway, it extends, the fence itself extends to the lower side of the pit latrine. And so as we move in, this would be a driveway. Now in this driveway, we can do, we can have Duranta to the fence that forms a hedge.
Yes.
And we'll also have Duranta to the inner side. Not necessarily Duranta, it can be any form of plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we have that plant to this side and this side, we have a driveway. So a vehicle can easily move in. And while moving in, that driveway will extend and come over to this side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ninaomba kwamba, yeah, I must admit that this place here is also somehow a playing ground for children. So lots of children's activities goes on here until sometimes it disrupts our coverage. But here we can proceed now. I was giving you a proposal for the fence, that the fence starts from it forms one side of the driveway.
Yeah.
So that side, one side of the driveway, which is the fence, would run up to behind the toilet.
Yes.
And now, next to the water hole here, we would have a driveway that would lead someone to the door point. So someone would go up to the door point. And it means that these banana plants that are standing by the door would have to be removed and planted elsewhere, because the compound is sizable enough to accommodate more banana plants. Now, Pamela, you
And
have a point up to the...
just a suggestion about the bananas.
Yes.
What if the bananas are left,
Yeah.
and then after producing the real banana, then they can be destroyed,
Yeah.
and but the suckers can be transplanted elsewhere.
I think so. I think the little ones can be removed and planted elsewhere. The larger ones can be left to mature,
Yeah.
then be harvested when they'll already be mature.
Yeah.
And afterwards, we close up the issue of bananas growing by the door front.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are still talking about the fence. We've already described how the compound should be. Now, I wanted also to state that we can have an open ground in front of the house, but to one side of the home we can plant some grass and a tree, so that or trees, so that we have a lawn where children can sometimes play. I can see there's a multitude of children here. What I'm not sure is whether they all belong to the home or some.
No, they don't. Some of them are for the neighbors.
Oh, okay, some have come from the neighborhood to come and play around with their friends here.
Yes.
And I think because of the uniqueness of activities that are ongoing here, and also the kind of water pump we've been using has been quite interesting to the children, having discovered that they can play around with it and see that they draw water. Actually, if this would have been successful, children would enjoy playing as adults, just to go about spraying the crops with water. It would be
filling drums and drums.
or filling up drums, containers of water. Yeah. So away from all that, I was saying that this fence would come. Hello, come along with me.
Yeah.
The fence would run to this area behind. Yeah, the fence would come next to the toilet here and create some distance and run to this area behind the proposed. Is it a kitchen?
Is this an animal house?
Oh, okay, this is a cattle pen.
Yeah.
The heifer pen would be spending the nights here.
Yeah.
And now.
So it will be behind the cattle pen, huh?
Yeah, so it will run behind the cattle pen here.
Yes.
And so this route that I'm taking is the fence itself.
Now that's the fence.
Yeah, this is now the fence running.
Yeah.
Running this way. And I'm just so glad that
you have found one of the.
I found one of the things that I love so much. This is cassava. And she seemingly has.
Seems to be too small.
Yeah,
But they're sweet. In fact, yesterday.
For eating.
In fact, she cooked it today. She cooked for the Masons. It was very nice.
They look very slender.
Yeah, they look slender, but they look mature as well. So, yeah,
I think it was because of construction. Maybe they.
So they were removed from the.
They removed from the
area.
construction place.
All right.
Yeah.
So I was describing how the fence runs, and so it would come up to this point where it has some napier grass. This napier grass also acts as the boundary between her and the neighbor on the upper side.
Yeah.
And so that fence would run the same way behind the house. So this would be her yard, right, the compound that we are describing. And this is now the backyard. And the backyard would also have the same fence running. This fence would run behind the house, and proceed along with the napier grass and come to the point between her and her neighbor, which is here. So this boundary marks, this is the boundary between her and the neighbor. And from here, the fence again would run to go and catch up with the space that we left for the driveway. And so that would be Mama Fred's compound in summary. But now, these other areas.
This was her toilet.
Okay, this used to be a toilet.
This was, and in fact, those children, her children, all of them, they were using this toilet. And you see how the risk it is.
Oh, this place was so risky.
And this is what made me to start a project in this compound.
Oh, okay.
Because when I came here, in fact, I cried. I cried because of this. I tried to imagine how the children are using that kind of the toilet.
Oh, okay.
But I will advise her to backfill it because it may bring some problem even to the kid.
Maybe she doesn't have to backfill. It can be cleared and everything removed and something planted in it, because it is again rich in manure. You look at things from many perspectives. It is very rich manure. So,
you see, Pamela said no.
No,
that
no, that is-
she cannot eat
But if
that
it-
plant.
No, but if it can be backfed, it's okay. And
Yeah.
maybe a banana plant would do better.
or maybe a fruit tree.
Or even a fruit tree
Yeah,
would do better.
this
Like
is very
mango.
rich manure.
Like mango.
Like
mango
a
will-
mango
they will be
tree.
very bigger.
Or a jackfruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's just so much. Because if you just fill it up and don't plant anything, it
Yeah.
will go to waste.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yet it is so rich in manure.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is it. And now we would recommend that the area that is left here can form a kitchen garden.
Wow.
Yeah, so because again this other house will also be going down.
It will also be
So
demolished.
all this area here, after demolition of this house,
Yeah.
would be a kitchen garden, and it would extend up to the driveway that we suggested down there.
Yes.
And so with that kitchen garden covering that area up to where this house lies. Now this is what I'm proposing next, because all of this will be a kitchen garden. Pamela, you remember this is the same vegetable that we were shown yesterday.
at Mama.
This the vegetable or the?
Is it a vegetable or
It is a potato, but also a potato that is used
Yeah,
as
we were told that
vegetable.
they use the leaves, they eat the leaves as vegetables.
Yeah,
And I think it also has the tuber.
Bongo. Continue.
yeah. So just as I told you, there's just a lot of interruption by children.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we had to pause our video for a while, but we are proceeding again. So this here is it is potatoes, sweet potato,
Yeah.
and again it is a vegetable.
Yeah, we were
But
told
have you ever
yesterday.
used it as
No,
vegetable?
I've never
eaten
tasted the
it, but
leaves.
I've been told a lot about it. Perhaps one day we'll have to. Pamela, one
It is
day
so
this-
smooth.
this
Me, I don't
will
think.
try it out.
I don't think if I will cook it, I can eat. It is so
Or
smooth.
you can check on the experts who are good at preparing it, and maybe when they prepare it, you can have a taste.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some from here and then we go and prepare. And
Yeah.
have a
You
taste
can
of
go and
how it
prepare
is.
for Bosco, then he can taste.
So once we are done with the kitchen garden,
Yeah.
it would come to this end
You know,
as
yeah,
far as the houses.
this is a grave. Huh?
Okay, and so the kitchen
the
garden
soil
would
is.
come.
Yeah, where this
Where
the grass is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In fact, one of the
It is okay.
subscribers just talked about it to plant the
Plant flowers
Flowers
around it.
around
around
the
it so that to
gravesite.
mark it.
So
Yeah.
then it plays well with my proposal.
Yeah.
Because what I'm proposing is that the kitchen garden ends with where this particular house ends.
Yeah.
So this shack here, as it lies there, this would mark the boundary between the home and the kitchen garden. So it is quite a spacious kitchen garden
Yes.
where she can have all the vegetables we ever thought about. She can have vegetables, she can have onions and tomatoes, and she can also have the herbal plants. And again, it can be the food forest, actually, the food forest that we keep.
A few fruit
A few fruit trees.
And,
Yes.
Where are we going to put up the compost pit?
Yeah, so the
It's
compost
also
pit is
necessary.
another thing that we'll be thinking about. It should be not too far away from the house. The compost pit can be somewhere around the pit latrine.
Yes.
Yeah, somewhere between the animal pen and the pit latrine.
The pit
We
latrine.
can have it in between there next to the fence. Yeah, so having said that, now, because this is a grave, so from this point here we would have to, the same thing we intend to do for the bananas at the door front,
Yeah.
is what we'll do to these bananas as well.
Yes.
So that we will not have bananas here. Instead, we will have this prepared as a very flat ground, and we'll have a beautiful grass carpet. And we can also do flowers. So the flowers could play around the grave to make it look beautiful. And we can also have that grass lying nicely all across.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so once we've done that, it would be the same thing that will come all the way to next to the water point, right?
Yeah.
And we can also have grass spread all over here. The reason is that when she'll be doing her laundry,
Yeah.
she might have to do laundry on the grass. Yeah, because she should not do laundry she should not be washing clothes on the soil.
surface, yeah.
Just the same way you can see she's struggling here to wash utensils, and it
you
is
have
all
even some
happening
mud.
on the mud. And the same water still flows towards the borehole.
Towards the borehole.
Yeah.
So we
as
need
well.
to have some of the direction
Yeah,
It
so
should be direct, yeah.
yeah, so we will see a way of directing all the wastewater perhaps into the pit latrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that as she washes, the wastewater flows into the pit latrine, right from where she washes the utensils to where she will be doing the laundry.
Okay.
And so we will have all this area here covered by grass and leave only a small area that is bare ground, because again she might need bare ground for one task or another. Yeah, but most of it would be filled up with grass, and we would have a footpath that leads to the pit latrine.
Pit latrines.
So that also would have to be created. Now the rest of the stuff inside here would be flowers and grass.
Some at least shade trees.
And shade trees, actually few shade trees, grass and flowers.
Yeah.
That would define our home.
And where would we
just so
put
well.
the clothes line? Because she has to do her clothes and air them as well.
So because again we had said that this is the driveway into the home.
Yeah.
The kitchen garden would come to that point over there.
Yes.
I think the clothesline will also play around the same grass.
Yes.
You remember we had suggested some grass around the graveyard,
Yeah.
and it would come all the way down. We can have the clothesline also running the same.
This side.
Running the same line, and we can have the clothesline hanging there. But we have just lots of space here that again we can do grass, and she can do a lot more. We can also still have a clothesline even to this other end. Yeah, so what else do you have, Pamela, as we are coming to the end of this video?
No, we are coming to the end of the video, but I think you've talked about everything.
Yeah.
And in details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what remains is doing the real thing on the ground,
Yeah.
so that we can realize the transformation that we really need from this home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I think the next thing we will be doing, this will be off camera because we'll be working out the length.
Yes.
And to help fellow to understand what budget can be put down for the fence.
Yes.
And so that even as he reaches out to who and who may support, we all understand on this, we are on the same page that how much money is needed to work on the fence.
Yeah, so it can be either a chain link fence,
Yes.
or
A
barbed wire fence.
Barbed wire fence.
Yes,
And then,
with close strands.
Yeah, with close strands. And then once we do the barbed wire, it would also be good to have some hedge, some plants around the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would provide privacy into the home, and also it would, besides the privacy, also enhances security.
Yeah.
So it could be Kai apples, or it could be Duranta, or we have just so many other plants that we may
can
think
make a
about.
good hedge.
Yeah, including Tithonia. We've realized that Tithonia can make a very good
Yeah, but Titonia
hedge.
is also here.
Yeah, and Tithonia is all over.
Yeah.
That's a sunflower-like
Oh,
plant. Yeah, so
yeah.
it's-
That is called Titonia.
Titonia.
Yes.
called Tithonia.
Oh, that one I've already kept it in my
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah,
I-
so that is it.
Yeah. She's called
I
Mama
think
Fred.
Yeah, she's called Mama Fred.
Mama Fred. Just a minute.
hebu njoo kidogo. Yeah, so Pamela is good at preparing people for the camera. She
Okay.
won't just bring you to the camera the way.
Okay, so at least we've got another new friend, Mama Fred.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's good to meet her again. We are adding to many of the friends that we have. She's one of them now at Kkingariso, and we are looking forward to creating the good transformation that may be necessary in this compound. Yes.
Sema kitu.
Sema kitu, mama.
Sema kitu.
Sema jambo.
Hi.
Yeah, so
Yes.
okay.
And the fellow here.
Yeah, fellow, what do you have for us?
So hi guys, welcome to Joint Hands Green Life Tree. My name is Fellow the Boy. So guys, if you're coming across this channel for the first time, consider by subscribing to the YouTube channel and also like and comment. So today is a grateful moment, a grateful day that Joint Hands Green Life Tree, they have visited this home of Mama Fred, and Mama Fred also, she's here. For them being here is an important visit, because when this compound, as they have discussed it to you, it needs to be landscaped and also to be fenced very well. So we are very grateful, and I'm very happy for the way they have decided to come and help me and support my charity. and maybe they will introduce themselves to Mama Fred, so that Mama Fred maybe can know them more, because maybe in some days to come they will be coming here doing some beautifying this compound. So thank you very much, guys. Enjoy watching the video.
Okay.
Okay, we are coming towards the end of the video, and kindly, if you come across this channel, please help us to subscribe. Help us by subscribing, liking, and sharing, and giving us a comment, because that is what builds us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so that brings us to the end of this video. We are just so glad to have updated you on what is happening here. I think, Pamela, what I didn't make is my suggestion about the water pump. The pump, as it stands, will not serve her effectively, and so we would have to think otherwise, because the pump can, its suction is only 23, a maximum 23 feet depth. Anything deeper than 23 feet, it cannot serve.
easier, yeah.
But you've seen for yourself that if it gets where it can serve, even children can just pump.
It is flexible.
Yeah,
it's very flexible,
They can just
and
be pumping, and the water is coming out, and she's just maybe
she can
watering
water.
her plants or filling drums.
Yeah, and as you've seen, it is just a very simple task. Unlike where you people saw it before and thought that, oh, this is a tiresome task. No, it is not. It is very simple. Anyone can do it. Even a patient can rise from the bed and come and pump and go back to bed. Yeah, it is just so easy and very efficient. But now it won't be able to serve because the level of water here is down.
It's still down.
So, but we can explore what can be done around it. We did not anticipate that the well would be that deep. We thought it would be something shallower, because we've seen this working very many wells before. So we thought it would be the best idea.
Yes.
But we'll still sit back and see the newest approach that we can make.
Yes.
To that point, we've come to the end of this video, and if you come across this video, do not forget to make a subscription to our YouTube channel, Joint Hands Green Life Trees, because you would be helping us to spread love and kindness to many people, and also increase tree cover, and also beautify bring transformation, beautify our society, beautify the compounds, increase tree population for a better ecosystem.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
From us, we say bye.
Bye bye.
Till the next video.
Bye.